7:34 coming up towards 7:35 in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, you know, whenever I talk about Toastmasters International, I always remind myself, I actually thought that this was selling toasters, Toastmasters International, but it's about public speaking. And they have a very active presence in Trinidad and Tobago with several clubs. Today we're joined by two representatives of the club, Dynamic Speakers, and they operate under the logo Where Leaders Are Made. To tell us a bit about their history and plans for this year, 2022, we're joined by Garth Thomas, who's an ordinary member and past president, and Sheldon Lane, who's the vice president with responsibility for public relations, and he's still basking in the glow of his birthday just yesterday, is Sheldon. Belated greetings to Sheldon Lane. Good morning to you both, gentlemen. Thanks very much for being with us. So Sheldon, tell us about Dynamic Speakers. Good morning to you.
Wow, Dynamic Speakers. Good morning, Fazil. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Dynamic Speakers is a club that I really respect. What I like most about the club is that we are very friendly and we have love goes around the table. And what I like most about it, they seek to make all members benefit of what Toastmasters can do as far as where leaders are made. Because our club, we really want to make you the best leader you can become. Even though you're weak in public speaking, we, the Toastmaster on the pathways, train you up to get you up to a level that even myself, I became a better speaker just being with that club.
And let's go to Garth Thomas as a former president of the Dynamic Speakers. Tell us about the value, Garth Thomas, of being involved with Toastmasters and indeed specifically Dynamic Speakers. Good morning to you.
A great morning to you, Fazil, and to all our listeners out there. Good to be back on the program again after a little while since I've spoken with you, Fazil. All right. Dynamic Speakers, as every Toastmasters club, we provide a safe space where people can find the opportunity to develop mastery, because this is what Toastmasters is about. It is about personal development, developing self-mastery, specifically in the areas of oral communication. And I say oral communication and not public speaking, because public speaking is one aspect of oral communication. And so we're looking to help people develop mastery in the area of oral communication and leadership.
And that's an important point you make, Garth Thomas, because we often think of it, and it might have been my error to just refer to it as public speaking. Just give me your own perspective as to why it's so important to have that understanding of the value of good, effective, clear oral communication, Garth Thomas.
Well, anybody who is serious about developing their potential as a human being, and Fazil, as you know, our potential, we are seriously underdeveloped people when you compare the potential that each of us bring to the table. And two critical skills that are required to really maximize your own performance, to become the best that you can be, as it is traditionally said, is to really be able to communicate effectively with other people. Because, you know, the universe is an interconnected mechanism. Relationships are key in this universe. And if you cannot communicate well, then the ability to develop really high quality relationships is significantly hindered. And you know, we live in a world where this whole world is in a leadership crisis. We here in Trinidad, you know, we suffer from a paucity of really great leaders. And therefore, the two things are intertwined. Being able to communicate effectively to build high quality relationships and to use that as an infrastructure for communication and for helping people to realize their full potential.
And Sheldon Lane, if I could bring Sheldon into the discussion as well, Sheldon, before time runs out on us. Tell us about your own, what value you see as well in being part of this club. And indeed, if anyone wants to join the club or wants to use the services of the club to further a particular event or effort, what do they have to do?
Okay, the first thing I want to say is that we have something called pathways, which is something like the different parts, like dynamic and leadership, effective coaching. That is some of the themes on the pathway. What it does, it really teaches you whatever you see you want to improve in a particular area. So you really break down the whole aspect of how to be a better speaker. And Fazil, from my personal observation, I am doing motivational strategy because I show you a way I'm also a motivational speaker. And Fazil, I learned some tricks that I didn't even know existed, even being a motivational speaker. Dynamics, this club was very instrumental in bringing me out as becoming more versed in public speaking. And I would tell anybody who sincerely wants to improve their craft, how to be a better speaker, come to Toastmasters, where leaders are made. You will become a very competent leader, because that's what we do at Toastmasters.
And you can call 365-1191, 365-1191,
Yes, correct.
or
That's my number.
722-5951. That's 722-5951. Do you also have a presence on social media, Treldan?
Yes, we do. You can just search Toastmasters, cutting on Facebook, and you have different local branches and different pages. But just search it on Facebook, Dynamic Speakers, and you will get us there.
All right, and final word with Garth Thomas. You know, Garth, a lot of people these days, well, there wasn't an emoji, there wasn't a smiley face, or LOL, or you know, whatever abbreviation. So some people will say, well, this is the modern era. We don't need to any kind of fancy talk anymore.
Well, you know, there's no gainsaying the saying for you that a picture paints 1,000 words.
Shoot.
Visual communication
Shoot.
is, you know, you can't beat that. And actually, in Toastmasters, one of the areas we look at is helping people to improve their body language, which is a part of visual communication. All right, and therefore, you know, we're in the age of technology, so you can't find the emojis on them. Right? You have to look to see how you can use that to enhance, because that can never really replace. You know, sometimes you get these emojis and you say, but I wish that person would really send me a little note so that I will know that it's them, because an emoji is a very, you know, kind of almost faceless. It has no personality really. And I think that is where the oral communication and the face-to-face communication cannot really be.
Time unfortunately is running out on us, Garth Thomas and Treldan Lynn. We want to thank you very much indeed for taking the time. We've given you the contact information as well for dynamic speakers, and we appreciate you taking the time. You're more than welcome to take the time to be with us this morning. As we head to the break at 7:42, here's a submission by the Singh family. They say this macaw, which visited their residence in Arima about a month ago, and it hasn't left. He doesn't like petting, but will take the bread right out of your hand and relax whole day in the trees. You might want to change the diet from bread as well, maybe something more natural, fruits and nuts and so on. But clearly, he's very, very comfortable in your home. That's very nice to see. We'll be right back.